In other news, the Gauteng MEC for Community Safety, Faith Mazibuko, has today introduced an anti-crime ePanic button in Soshanguve. The ePanic button will alert the SAPS and private security companies for what's promised to be a swift response. Zola Sholwana spoke to the MEC.
The Gauteng MEC for Community Safety, Faith Mazibuko, introduced ePanic button to Soshanguve residents. The area is quite notorious for serious crimes that have been committed. One interacted with residents earlier on. They were stressing out how a number of these imbizos have been conducted by officials, but nothing has really been done. The MEC mentioned that this time, this imbizo is not about hearing problems, but rather about, presenting solutions to the problems that they are facing. MEC, thank you very much for your time. You spoke to residents earlier and heard, their cries, understanding that this is another imbizo after the one that was conducted by the Deputy Minister of Police. The launch of this, or rather the introduction of this ePanic button, what is it hoping to achieve?
We are rolling out this ePanic button because as residents indicate that they are tired of calling police who don't respond. But this time we say all the law enforcement agencies that are within that radius or that specific area, if you press on your panic button, they will respond. So here we even have a relationship with security companies. It is your Tshwane Metro Police, your SAPS, our crime prevention wardens, and other community patrols and neighborhood structures that are in existence within in this area, so that then when you press that panic button and it hits into or gets a call into their command center, they dispatch the nearest vehicle to where you will be as a person who's in distress or a person who actually needs help. So these are some of the efforts that we're putting in place so that then people don't feel neglected or in distress and always blame police that they don't come if they are called, or they come late if they come at all. But that there must be a response very quickly, and if it's a matter that they're able to deal with it immediately, or they're able to call other law enforcement agencies as part of a backup, that's what they'll basically do. So these are the extra strides that we're doing. But over and above, we'll also be rolling out CCTV cameras, because sometimes you may take longer to press your panic button. There should be another eye that is also watching the community, so that then whatever it is that gets committed within the community or within the settlement, it's able to be seen by the police at that time, and they're able to dispatch the nearest car to where that crime scene might actually be taking place.
Maybe, MEC, you can tell us about the estimated response time for police and these private security officials to residents, as you'd understand that they've been complaining that police take time to respond.
Minimum will be 5 minutes, maximum, it will actually be 15 minutes. So it depends on the radius of where you are.
Thank you very much for your time, MEC. The MEC also mentioned earlier on that obviously this is a partnership between private security companies and the police, but if there's a need to employ more people on the ground to increase visibility and to ensure that crime is reduced in the Soshanguve area, then they will possibly look into that as a provincial government, just to ensure that they show residents of Soshanguve, particularly residents of an area called Juklin, that they are not alone and that government is hearing their cries. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I am Zola Sholwana in Soshanguve, Tshwane.